Woof.
Okay, so here is the new dev blog. This actually came out yesterday on my night off. So this is March 22nd dev blog. I have not seen anything but the title to this, and it is about unique upgrades for Petropavlovsk and the Manfred von Richthofen CV for 12.2 close testing. So they are saying that update 12.2 will see the close testing of unique upgrades for Petro and Richthofen. The unique upgrade for Petro can be installed in the 6th slot, so you're going to have to give up your gun range or your gun reload most likely to get that. So let's see what this gives you. Maximum AP shell damage plus 7.5%. Maximum main battery shell dispersion minus 7%, which I'm taking that to be a buff. So in other words, it gives you 7.5% more AP shell damage, and it gives you 7% better dispersion. But it takes away a charge of all your consumables. That's a pretty hefty give up for a little bit better accuracy and damage, but and you're also going to lose your reload. So you're giving up your DPM from the is it 12%? I think you can get out of the normal number 6 slot, but you get back some turret traverse because you're not using that 6th module, which gives you that. So this says that bonus to AP shell damage and gun accuracy will provide main battery buffs alternative to those of standard upgrades in the slot. However, it will be more difficult to play aggressively due to the reduction in the number of consumable charges, especially repair party and surveillance radar. Now, the radar is not a big deal on Petro because it only lasts 15 seconds. It's helpful, but it's not nasty like the ships with 30 to 45 second radar. One thing I could see though is the captain skill that also gives you an improvement to the maximum AP shell damage. I could see that being useful. Let's look at the commander here and see what that is, because right here it is heavy AP shell. So that's 5%. And we have a main battery that's 190 or above, so you get 5% there, plus you're going to get this 7.5, so you can actually get a 12.5% total buff. I'm assuming that those stack with the better accuracy, but as we said, we're giving up our consumables, a charge of all of our consumables. Ooh, if that's brutal, that's a charge of all of them, but it just depends. This gives you a little more accuracy and a better alpha strike. Is that enough to make up for the 12% DPM loss? I don't know. You'd have to do the math. If you did the math, you could probably get a pretty good estimation of that. So let's move on to the next one. So I mean, I'll talk about it in a recap in a second. The next one is the unique upgrade for Manfred von Richthofen. Can be installed in the 6th slot and has the following parameters. Attack aircraft hit points plus 20%. AP rocket damage plus 5%. Holy mother of all that is unholy. That thing, if I'm not mistaken, already smacks the absolute crap out of stuff with its rockets. And now you're going to make them 20% harder to shoot down, and you're going to give them a 5% damage bonus. So this will increase the attacking potential and survivability of attack aircraft, making this squadron type significantly more effective. However, this will require sacrificing the speed or HP bonuses for all air groups provided by the standard upgrades in this slot. So yeah, we'd have to see what it is that you're sacrificing. It sounds like it's speed or hit point bonus. So that's very interesting. I can see players using that to just absolutely maul people. So yeah, that is has the potential to be very nasty. Very nasty indeed. But moving back up, kind of recapping. So that's your Richthofen unique upgrade. Basically makes your rocket planes tankier and deal more alpha damage, and while probably slowing them down or not giving them the extra hit point bonus from the 6th slot. So there's that. So Petro, that one's kind of, I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, it's got potential. You're basically increasing your accuracy and your alpha strike, and you can stack this, I'm assuming, with the captain skill that gives you the other 5%. But to do it, you're going to have to give up a charge of all of your consumables. So that's radar, heal, I forget what all there is, but you get the idea. You're giving up quite a bit of consumables, and we can actually check that. Let's go to tier 10 and take a quick look at Petro. We have, let's recall the commander in, and let's look and see what this looks like. So yeah, you've got hydro, radar, and your repair party, and they're at 4. I mean, if you choose to take defensive AA, that's okay. You can do that, but hydro is probably better. But yeah, you're going to go down to 3 charges now. I wouldn't worry too much about going down to 3 charges of hydro and radar. That's not a big, huge deal, but going down to that 3rd heal does make it more difficult to push in the ship a little bit. So there are those that can play around that, though. I think this will be fairly strong for the more skilled players, as a lot of these changes are. But I just don't have the math to see what the difference in the damage output would be. Like I say, you'd be giving up like a 12% reload bonus, but you're getting 7.5% back in alpha damage essentially, and you're also getting some extra shell hits based on that 7% improved dispersion. So you're getting some hits you might not otherwise get. So that's something to keep in mind. I think this one could be okay for the right person. The Richthofen one's probably going to be nasty. That's the best way I can describe both of those. So that's it. This is the unique upgrades for Petro and Richthofen DevBlog from March 22nd. That was yesterday. So that being said and reviewed, we're going to jump over and play some warships now. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to see notifications of future videos, just ring the bell. Until next time, Tater Dawg says, woof.